Hey YouTube, it's Mike here, and I'm finally revealing my face for some people that wanted to basically see a face cam. So I have no problem showing a face cam. In this video, you're just going to see some gameplay in the background, and I'm going to basically be talking about what I spoke about in my other videos about the games manipulating by EA. Basically, they decide who you play against and stuff like that. I mean, there's more and more evidence being revealed as we go on, and I'm going to basically go on it and explain you guys a little bit more on it. You guys are probably wondering, hey Mike, for your first face cam, how come you haven't even shaved? I'm fucking lazy, I don't feel like shaving. This is the way you guys are gonna see me this time. But anyways, one of the biggest things that's been going on with this game is that a lot of people feel like they're being cheated out of games. I'm pretty sure I would say the majority of the community is going to agree with that statement. So before we get into the video and everything, let me tell you guys a little joke based on, you know, like us and EA. You know, we'll make a little joke out of it. Like, for example, a lot of people complain, for example, like the communication between us and EA is like basically talking to like a deaf person, right? I'm not making fun of deaf people here. I'm just giving you guys an example because so could you imagine if we would be like a full crowd of people, okay? And we're all in this audience, and we're like thousands of people, and we're all screaming, yelling at them, and this guy shows up from EA, and you know, he's deaf, so he doesn't really hear what you guys are screaming about. All he sees is people like fucking going crazy, and he thinks they're cheering him, like, yeah, people are loving me, like, yeah, I'm EA, bro, everybody loves me, you know. Everybody's like, but what people are really saying is like, fuck you, you piece of shit, you know. They're all getting fucking mad. So this joke, the way it works is that, for example, we decide to basically send one of our people to this basically this big like kind of like a meeting, and there's a mediator, like a ref, you know, there, and the guy from EA shows up. Now the guy that you guys sent, this guy has no ability of sign languages because, you know, he's talking to a deaf person. That's why the ref is there, you know. So all of a sudden the ref looks at me and is like, you know what, here Mike, you start the communication. So you guys will basically, what you guys would see without hearing nothing, you guys would see me go like this, you know. And the EA guy would turn around and look at me, and he would be like pissed, you know. He'd be like, you know. So I looked at him and I was like, you know what, you know, I show him this. And he looks at me and he goes like this, you know, and he's like, you know, I see him like he's pissed off, you know. So I told him, you know, and all of a sudden he goes like this. At this point I was fucking confused, like, what the fuck does this shit mean? You know, meeting ends up, it's over. I go back home, he goes back to EA's office. Nothing was basically settled. Like, no, there was no understanding. There was two different stories to what happened in this meeting. So everybody's wondering, like, Mike, what the fuck just happened? So I'm like talking to everybody. There were thousands and millions of people. Everybody like, hey Mike, what happened? What happened? We saw the video, but we didn't understand the languages. What was happening with the sign languages, you know? So I'm like, you know, I don't know, man. I told him I was here. I was one person to the here representing everybody, you know? And he tells me, no, we're two people, me and you. So I told him, no, actually, we're actually three people because there's you, me, and the ref, you know? So he looks at me. He's like, no. He goes, we're a community. We're a bunch of people. We represent all of EA and everybody, you know? So I was like, yeah, you know what, this guy's got something. So I'm like, okay, man, I agree with you, you know? And all of a sudden, he goes like this, and I'm like, what? He lost me. I didn't know. So everybody's like, Mike, so what happened? I go, I don't know, man. We ended up leaving. There was no conclusion. I mean, I don't know what happened. But the other guy, though, the guy from EA, he goes back to the office. So this guy goes back to the office, and he's like, everybody's like, hey, Johnny from EA, everything. How did it go? The guy's a fucking idiot, you know? He's like, what happened? We saw the sign languages. What does it mean, you know? He goes, that fucking guy told me he's going to shove a finger up my ass. He goes, oh, yeah, I'll shove 2 up yours. So he said, no, you know what? I'll shove 3 up yours. And the guy goes, you know what? I'm going to shove my whole fucking fist up your ass. And I told him I have a small little hole. And he told me, don't worry, I'll squeeze it in. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the little joke. So basically what I'm trying to say is that EA is screwing us up the ass with no Vaseline every single day as we're playing this game. And there's a guy that basically put a post on Reddit that explains there's them manipulating the matchmaking And basically what they do is that they look at, for example, they look at the way you play, they look at your team, they look at everything basically. They have track of your game, of what you're doing. Of course, they know everything about your account, right? And depending what's happening to you, for example, like let's say for example you're on a losing streak. What they're gonna do is they're gonna match make you with somebody that's also probably on a losing streak, so you have a better chance of winning. You know what I mean? And probably there's gonna be sliders involved too. Don't worry about it. Those sliders are there. We all know they're there. I mean, we've all seen it. You know, and they determine who you play against. And apparently there's also like a thing, for example, like they match make you versus certain players that have certain players. For example, like for example, they have Ronaldos, they have R9s, they have whatever, Messi, Gullit, they have all these superstars. So they match make you versus certain players, so kind of like brainwash you. So you get your ass kicked by some of these teams, and you're like wondering, like, oh, maybe I gotta put some extra money in the game. If I put some extra money in the game, I'm gonna have the team that the guy that just beat me, then I'm gonna be able to smash everybody. But reality, it's not true, because at the end there's also like a skill gap. For example, not because you buy certain players means you're gonna beat certain players. Now, it's only normal. I always said it. This is a game, is pay to win. The more money that you put into the game, in a way saying that the more you have a chance of buying better players, you have an edge versus your opponent. So we all played weekend league. We all know how the story goes. The first few games seem kind of easy. As you're moving up your ranks, the game starts getting harder, and that's what I talk about, sliders and all that bullshit, that there's an handicap versus you. It's not like the opponent that you're playing against that's actually making the game, it's not your opponent that's making you have a harder time winning. It's the game itself that's basically manipulating that game. At the same time, EA is choosing who you're playing against to even up the ranking and whatever, you know. So they're basically trying to please you by, they're not really trying to please you. What they're trying to do is basically fuck you, but they think they're trying to please you by ranking you a certain rank, so you get certain rewards. But then again, there's not that many guys are reaching the elite. A lot of people think there's a lot of people in the elite. There's not that many people, Elite 3, Elite 2, Elite 1. There's not as many as you think. The majority of the people are in Gold 3, Gold 2, Gold 1. Okay? Those are the rewards EA is willing to give out. Then there's the top 100. No matter what happens, even if the week would end and there would be the guy with the highest win would be only 13 wins, there would still be a top 100. Top 100 rewards are given out every week, no matter what. So, but the thing is that they can manipulate is the Elite 3, Elite 2, Elite 1. We don't know. They don't show us. They don't show us that number. Okay? They don't show us how many people are finishing Elite 1, Elite 2, Elite 3. We're not seeing that. And I can guarantee you that percentage could be 1, 2, 3%. Very, very, very small. You've seen it when you play squad battles. You can see that percentage of how many people finish in Elite 1, Elite 2, Elite 3. You see the percentage. It tells you like how much percentage finish around this area. It's the same thing with the weekend league. Why? Because they don't want to give out those rewards. So they manipulate that system, that matchmaking system. A lot of people they mistaken lag with sliders. If you ever played other games, okay, you'll know that whenever you're lagging, okay, let's say this is the way a game should go. Okay, when you're lagging, this is what happens. You know what I mean? That's lag. I mean, if you play any online game, you'll know that when you're lagging, it cuts. But when you're playing EA, okay, and you got 4 bars, 5 bars green, you're playing the game. You're playing the game. You're playing it. But you're not lagging. You're not going like this. You're playing. The only difference is that your players, they feel like they're running against wind. Like, did you ever go running outside and it's like fucking windy and you're running towards the wind, you're like, you're trying to go against the wind, you can't make it. But if you run with the wind, you're fucking running like fucking Usain Bolt. You're the fastest runner in the block all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And that's the way the other team feels. It feels like they put a weather inside the game. So now the weather is that the wind is against you, but the wind is for your opponent. So your opponent's fucking flying right by you, and you're fucking running against the wind. That's what it feels like. That's not lag. People mistaking that for lag. That's not lag. That's EA using sliders against you. I mean, come on. we all spoke. I mean, I spoke many times about like certain things in the game that you have no control of. For example, your goalie. We all know we have no control of our goalie. Our goalie decides when he's gonna make a save and when he's not gonna make a save. I mean, honestly speaking, it doesn't really matter. People, they think because you have De Gea and Nets is gonna make more saves. No, there are certain games that it feels like De Gea makes more saves, depending on the shots that you basically give your opponent. The reality is that if you're in one of those games where EA is manipulating the sliders, and EA says, you know what, your DA is going to stop, fuck all this game, trust me, then your opponent could have 5 shots, 5 goals. He won't stop nothing. And the other guy could have Bikovic, and all of a sudden Bikovic has like fucking 10 saves on fucking like easy goals that you can't just put in because Bikovic all of a sudden he's the best. He's the best goalie in the world, and everybody's like, you know what, that fucking goalie is OP. We think that he's OP. He's not actually OP. EA is making them OP that game. So you're like, you know, that's a broken goal. It's not broken. The game's fucking broken. EA's fucking you in the game. It has nothing to do with the player being broken. That goalie shouldn't be making saves better than De Gea. He shouldn't be fucking super Incredible Hulk that game. That doesn't make sense, man. That all of a sudden he's like the best of the best, you know. So a lot of people have mistaken this lag for sliders. Go play other games. Go test lag when you get a laggy game. You'll know what I'm talking about. There's the game skips. It's like you can't move. That's lag. That's real lag. People talk about button delay lag. Okay, button delay lag. I'll give you an example of button delay lag. Okay, if you're using your PlayStation, okay, you're online, whatever, go play other games, and you're shooting, you don't feel that button delay, depending. I mean, like most of the games, I don't feel it. I mean, if I'm playing like on a monitor, I don't really feel button delay. But when I'm playing with EA, I feel button delay 1 game out of like 2, or 1 game out of 3. And it's weird because it shows me 4 bars, it shows me 5 bars of green. I'm like, I should be good, right? I should have the best connection in the world right here. And then I get into the game, and all of a sudden, everything that I'm doing has this slow reaction to it. Like, for example, like, I'm a type of guy that likes to play the quick passing, okay? So if I like to play the quick passing and I have button delay, it screws up my game. So anybody could be playing against me, like a Division 10 player could be playing against me, and he's gonna have an advantage versus my gameplay because of the fact that I cannot play my game based on the button delay. Because if the way, now, the difference between me and a pro player is that a pro player will adapt and can play every single way. So depending how the game is going, he's going to basically, you know, change his strategy. He's going to start playing differently. And this is why these guys overcome a lot of this stuff. The other reason why they overcome a lot of this stuff is because they have these mega teams. And when you have a mega team, it helps a lot because when you start having 90s all across your pitch, it's going to help you no matter what. So not only that these guys are pros and they know how to change their game on the spot, they basically know how to play every situation, they know how to play all the formations, and that's what helps them. But if you look at some of their records, if you go look at some of these games that they have on the Foot channel and stuff like that, and you see like when a pro plays, for example, like a go-to player, he smashes them, okay? But you look at it like, wow, the game finished like 6-5. A pro got scored 5 goals. Yes, a pro got scored 5 goals. And most of the time you'll see like the pro has basically like 15 shots on target and he's got 6 goals, right? And his opponent has like 6 shots on target, he has 5 goals. Okay, don't you guys see even the pro is getting fucked over during his game? The only difference is because he's so good that he's able to overcome it and score extra goals. But if you're playing an average player like me, most of us, we can't score 6 goals every game. You know what I mean? So when we're getting these games that are handicapped against us, we're having a hard time to adapt. We're having a hard time to change our ways of playing the game. We're having a hard time scoring, like I said, 4, 5, 6 goals in the game because we just can't. But I mean, you guys seen some of my gameplays, and you guys basically seen me have like 14, 15, 20 shots and still lose games when my opponent has maybe like 5, 6, 7 shots. It's not like the opponent has bad shots. But it's like you're basically saying, everybody that doesn't believe in this, they're like saying, yeah, but your 20 shots, they were all bad. Really? So me hitting a goal post 3, 4 times in a game, me missing like fucking like sitters that are pretty much open net, missing the net, and people like, oh no, Mike, they always try to find those excuses like, you know what, Mike, maybe it's your bad choices of shots. You know, people have to stop having this mentality of bad choices of shot. Bro, I'm shooting the ball. I'm shooting directly at the net. What do you think I'm shooting at? You think I'm shooting at the guy that's standing inside the stands? No, bro, I'm shooting at the empty fucking net. That's what I'm shooting at. I mean, I've seen videos of people shooting at the net, and they're using the replay menu, and you can actually see the arrow facing the net directly, and the ball goes like this. The arrow's here, the net's here, and the ball goes like this. Why? Why did the ball go like that? There's other videos of people showing, for example, where the ball is going inside the net, and it, like there's a magnetic, there's like an invisible shield, and you see the ball go like, it just bounces, it comes out of the net. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not even possible. I mean, there's a lot of proof. If you guys go look at YouTube videos, there's a lot of bullshit proof. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video there. There's a guy named Young Ye or something like that, on YouTube that has a lot of videos on basically, he talks a lot about the microtransaction and the way that they're gonna basically they're trying to basically put laws into it, because whenever you're buying packs, if you think about it, when you're buying packs, you're gambling. Okay, it's a gamble. And the pack weight, a lot of people talk about the pack weight. The pack weight is real. What happens with the pack weight? Now, I know I said I was about to end the video, but wait, let me just say one thing about the pack weight. Is that, okay, if you ever go to a casino and you play slot machines, by law, the slot machines have a number at the bottom. It says, for example, 80% rate back. Because by law, like, I don't know, they make laws. I don't know the laws, but they just make these laws that the casino has to pay back a certain amount. For example, you put $10, you should have like an 80% rate back. That means you should be receiving $8 back. Now, people think automatically if I put 10, I should get $8 back. It doesn't really work exactly like that. It's in the long term, you know, the money that you put, 80% rate back is what happens. So most of the time you don't really notice it, because if you're playing $10 and you get a free spin or 2 free spins or whatever, those are rate backs. But the thing is, you're not gonna go, if you put $10, you're not gonna collect $10 back. You know, you're gonna keep playing until either you win big or you lose your $10. So you don't really notice it. But these things are programmed. They're programmed before a jackpot hits, a certain amount of money has to go inside the machine. For example, let's say the jackpot is $1,000. But before the $1,000 gets paid out, $5,000 has to go in, $10,000 has to go in. Who knows? They program, we don't know what the real numbers are. And with the pack weight, it's the exact same thing. There are certain cards that are supposed to be in the pack, but they're not in the pack. Stop believing that they're in the pack. They're not in the pack. Because if a certain amount of packs are not open, they're not going to release an icon Ronaldo. But that's not fair. You know why it's not fair? Because we're not supposed to be gambling here. This is not supposed to be a game where we're gambling. The card should be inside the pack. The card should be inside the pack. So no matter what, if the percentage is 1% of pulling a Ronaldo, it should always be 1%. That's why they want EA, they want other microtransactions to basically reveal the odds of pulling things. And the reason why they're not revealing, some of these big companies are not revealing it, because they know that they're basically manipulating the pack system, and some of the cards are not in the pack when they're coming out, because a certain amount of packs need to come out, and then they'll put a Ronaldo in, and the next guy that opens up a pack, poof, all of a sudden he gets a Ronaldo. Okay, but the other, like, let's say 5,000 people that opened up packs, for 5,000 packs there was no Ronaldo. There was no Ronaldo inside the pack. There was none. There was no chance. There was 0% chance of any of you guys pulling the Ronaldo, because they basically manipulate when these cards come out. And it's as simple as that. And if people don't believe that, well, there's nothing I can tell you guys. There's nothing that I could tell you guys that would make you believe it. Anyway, if you guys want to go check out that guy's video, the guy makes a lot of, I'm not promoting him. I don't promote nobody on YouTube. I am, like you see, I'm what? I have not even 2,000 subscribers. I'm a type of guy, if you look at my videos, if you look at all my videos, most of my videos, because when I first started, I didn't really know how YouTube worked. I thought you had to ask for subscribers. I thought you had to ask for likes. I don't do that stuff. I don't find it's worth it. I find it stupid. I mean, it's like people are, these big YouTubers are begging for likes. So like, a video starts off like, hey, can we get 10,000, we can smash 10,000 likes. I'm gonna upload 3 fucking videos today. Really? You gotta upload your videos no matter what. You really need 10,000 likes for you to upload your videos? You know, they're always asking for subscribers. I get it. Some people, they want to grow. To me, I don't ask. I don't want to ask for subscribers. I don't want to ask for likes. At the end of the day, if you guys want to subscribe or you guys want to like the video, I want it because I want it to be that you guys actually wanted to like the video, that you guys actually wanted to subscribe to the channel. This is not my job. I have a regular job. I don't make money with 2,000 subscribers. I don't make money with 1,000 views on my video. I make these videos based on fun. It's basically entertainment for me. It's something that gives me something to do. I like playing the game. I like making videos, so I'm doing content. That's it. You know, at the end, if it works out for me and I get subscribers and I start getting a lot of views, good. I'll make a little bit of money back. Is my main focus that? No, my main focus is basically just having fun. I think most YouTubers, when they start off, their main focus is just for the fun of it. Or maybe they challenge themselves. Like, you know what? I want to challenge myself. Let me see how many subscribers I can get. That's what all it is. It's basically a game. It's like a challenge that you give yourself. It's like basically I'm giving myself a challenge when I made the YouTube channel. Like, you know what? For the fun of it. Let's go see how many people are gonna listen to my videos, are gonna watch my videos and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll end it there. I'm gonna wish everybody a good day. You guys all witnessed me lose a game in the background that I probably didn't deserve to lose, but I lost anyways. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day, guys. Bye bye.